So I'm from Minnesota, and if you go far enough north, at certain times during the year you can see something that we call the Northern Lights. Now I've always thought this natural phenomenon was amazing, and when I saw this product that I'm about to go over, I think you'll see why I fell in love with it. Right here I have a 2-pack Painter's Light kit that I'll be unboxing, and looking at the outside, things are excellent from an exterior packaging standpoint, and for a company that's just getting started, it's good to see that they're already paying close attention to the small details and not going cheap on the cardboard or color graphics. The first thing you're going to see is this very large user manual. Now a couple things I really like about this is that it's in full color and it was easy to follow since everything is on a total of 2 pages. So many user manuals and guides for products you see today are in black and white and are printed on these tiny flipbooks, so it's very refreshing to see something like this. Next is the controller for the lights. There's a rhythm button to cycle through the different sound react animations, an effects button to cycle through the non-music react animations, and finally you have a timer and on-off button. On the right side you have 2 USB-C ports where the lights will be plugged into. Moving on, you'll find the 5-volt 4-amp power source, which will provide enough juice for both lights and will get plugged into the controller. And finally, there's the Painter's Light, which I'll get into the design elements shortly, but let's quickly get the second unit unboxed as well. Now I was super curious as to how they're able to achieve the unique lighting wall wash that I saw on all the ads and videos I watched prior to getting these. And looking through the top, there's this clear, almost bubble wrap looking rod that rotates when turned on, and as far as I can tell, by simply passing the light through this warped and curved material is the only thing that's being done to create this stunning effect. So on the front side you have a bunch of these tiny hole punch outs, and it appears that there are 2 different sizes of holes. The larger ones are what makes up the Woohlab text, and the smaller ones are probably there for added effect. Now I really like the concept behind this, and I don't think it would be that hard for the company to offer the ability to customize the text to something else like your name or perhaps a favorite sports team. I'm also thinking of how I can incorporate this technique into future projects since I absolutely love the way this front part looks when lit up, which you'll see in a little bit. To get things set up, you can just plug the power into the controller as well as the 2 lights and hit the on-off button. I'll turn off the lights and quickly go through some of the effects before moving on to the app setup and conducting a proper demo. Now if you want to control things with your phone, you can download the Woohlab app, create an account, and go through the pairing process. I was up and running in less than 2 minutes, and so far the software has been very responsive, there have been no glitches, and overall it's just a very polished user experience, so kudos to them for actually taking the time to fully develop the app before releasing the product. So the brightness can be adjusted from 0 to 100% in increments of 5. Power on and off works great and again was very responsive. Under rotating, you can adjust some of the settings. Static stops the rotation movement altogether, positive has it spin one way, and negative will have it spin the opposite direction. You can also then adjust the rotation speed from slow, normal, and fast. Next, you have the ability to quickly set a timer, so if you want to fall asleep with these on, but maybe have them turn off automatically after an hour, you can easily do that. Here I'll set it for 1 minute and fast forward so you can see how it looks. Moving on to mode, this is where you can cycle through the 4 different preset animations they have: static, breathe, marquee, and gradient. I'll let things play a little bit on the gradient setting so you can see some of the different color combinations they have. And under rhythm, there are 7 different sound react lighting effects you can play around with, and I'm glad they added this feature because I can picture a lot of people who DJ weddings or other private parties using this product for their setup, and having this music mode is definitely a plus. Now Now, as far as creating your own color combinations, there are a few different ways you can go about doing that. The easiest is just picking what color you want for each LED. There are a total of 4 assignable lights in each lamp, and changing them is very simple. Just select the pixel and then select the color. And once you have something that you like, you can then go ahead and change to different modes to have them now use the color scheme that you put together. From here, I'll quickly go over a few more features. In the Lighting Effects tab at the bottom, you can access your favorite color pattern and animations that you've saved from the home screen, as well as view the preset effects that come with the app. And in the Light Studio section, you can see and set other users' favorite designs that they made available. And at the time of making this video, there's about 12 to choose from, but I'd imagine that number will grow as more people start using this product. And finally, under the Scenes tab at the far right, you can essentially create an alarm clock. Choose the time you want it to turn on, what effect you want, and the time you want it to turn off, as well as the days you want it to happen. So that pretty much covers everything, but before going over the far too many final pictures and videos I took of these in different places around my house, I want to go over my final thoughts. I really do love these lights, and based on the complete package including the app functionality and performance, I think Woohlab is going to be very successful in this market if they continue to make unique and high quality LED products like this. They're for sure a brand that I'll be keeping my eye on, and I'm definitely excited to see what else they come up with down the road. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and as always, let me know if you have any questions at all.